A man is not defined by money or by brute strength. A real man is recognized by his presence, his behavior, and the fire burning quietly inside him. Sometimes no one can see it, but everyone can feel it. There are men with no fame, no luxury cars, no branded clothes, yet women can't help but look at them. Sometimes their very presence shakes a woman's heart. So what is it that makes a man truly attractive? Without showing off, without speaking much, is it his confidence, his silence, his deep stillness? Today we'll uncover 8 powerful qualities that make a man truly magnetic, the kind of man who doesn't just catch attention, but changes the way people think and feel. Point 1. The power of silence. When a man's silence speaks louder than words, the world notices. His eyes, his walk, his presence, everything sends a message. Women are often drawn to that mysterious silence. Remember, silence is not weakness. Silence is power. It's the strength of a man who doesn't live to prove himself to the world, but to conquer himself. Point 2. Eyes of respect. Millions of men look at women every day, but very few look with respect. When a man's eyes don't carry lust, but dignity, that gaze shakes a woman's heart. It tells her, I see you as a human being, not an object. That respectful look is not ordinary. It reflects character, restraint, and inner fire, and often it awakens something powerful inside her. Point 3. Never lowering his standards. A true man never lowers his level. Not for society, not for loneliness, not even for a woman. When ignored, he smiles and walks away, and that quiet indifference reveals his strength. It makes women wonder, why is he so different? And that question is where attraction begins. Point 4. Silent answers. Many men brag, argue, or talk endlessly about themselves, but the man who answers with silence, who lets his actions, his walk, and his eyes do the talking, he becomes a mystery. And women are always drawn to mysteries they can't fully solve. His silence is not emptiness. It's the echo of confidence. Point 5. Obsession with purpose. When a man is madly devoted to his work, his mission, his dream, he becomes irresistible. A woman looks at him and thinks, he doesn't chase me. He chases his future. That focus separates him from the rest. It makes her restless, even obsessed, because winning his attention feels like winning what everyone else desires. Point 6. Controlled rage in the eyes. Sometimes attraction isn't in smiles. It's in the storm behind the eyes. A man whose eyes carry silent rage, not reckless anger, but controlled fire, creates an irresistible pull. A woman looks into those eyes and wonders, is this fire my danger or my protection? That unspoken storm makes her want to understand, to touch, to test his limits. And once she's curious, she's already drawn in. Point 7. Mystery. The man who never reveals himself fully, who always leaves a trace of mystery, becomes unforgettable. Women lose attraction for what they can easily understand, but the man who always feels like a question mark, who surprises her with silence instead of answers, he enters not just her heart, but her thoughts, her dreams, her nights. Point 8. Unshakable self-respect. The most dangerous man is the one who refuses to bow. He may love, but he will never sell his self-respect. Such men don't melt at a smile, don't break when ignored, and don't beg for attention. Instead, they stand firm, and that firmness drives women restless. They want to break him, melt him, win him. But the more he resists, the deeper they fall. This is masculinity at its peak, the power to say, no, I will not bend. Brothers, remember, a true man doesn't live to impress. He lives with a fire so strong that his silence alone shakes souls. If you want women to be drawn to you, not just their eyes, but their hearts and spirits, then build yourself into that man, a man whose presence is the answer.